Well, I think as a coach, I'm trying to be the best that I can be for not only my players, but also my family. And so much of this leadership development impacts all facets of life. And, we get busy, right? We get so focused on game planning or coaching our players that oftentimes we neglect some of our own development. And it's a great opportunity to collaborate and just focus on things that we can do better to grow as leaders and as better men.
I think it's one of those things that is really hard, and it's challenging because you're thinking so much about what needs to get done or how you can help this player get to where they want to go, that oftentimes you forget about yourself. And so I think over the last several years, it's been a learning effort for me. I feel like I've really had to grow in this area, and it's something that I'm still growing. But if I can't, if I don't have that, if I'm not the best version of myself, then I can't, whatever's going to come out of me, is going to not be what I want. And so specifically, like at home with my wife, with my children, then with work and with, these relationships, if I'm, running on fumes because I don't take the time to take care of myself, then I'm not going to give them, the best version of me.
I really think when we invest in ourselves, take time for ourselves, improving ourselves, that we are better. We're better people, we're better coaches, we're better mothers, better employees. And so it's been really important for me as an athletic director to really invest in our coaches, because that will trickle down to our student athletes. I also think it's important to invest in our coaches and having this coaches retreat or the leadership programming, bringing our coaches together. I feel strongly about the coaches that we have at Christ Church. I think they are phenomenal coaches, individuals, people, and we are learning from each other. We're getting to know one another, to bond, and to really take pieces from each program to have the best program possible.
Well, I think you said it, it's future leaders. And if we can have a role in developing those future leaders, that's critical. But I think the biggest thing is the best teams are player-led. And if we can develop leaders here that then have an impact while they're at Christ Church and beyond, then that's significant.
I think the opportunity for them to have opportunities with you all is critical for their overall growth, because they have the tools now, and then it's going to lead to their performance. But I really so much more care about them as a person, because some of them may go on to play sports in the future, and obviously we want to pursue championships. But I think the tools that they're getting in the student athlete program is really giving them tools for life, and it's going to help them to be successful fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, business people, whatever it might be that they decide to do. It's all going to translate for them, down the road and in the future. And I think our world needs more of that. And so I'm thankful for our kids. I wish I had something like this when I was, 16 to 18 years old. I think it would have helped me to process the world a little bit more, and my worldview a little bit more.
So many reasons, I think, for that. But student athlete leadership, I think so many students are told, you're a leader. They don't know why they're a leader. They don't know what that means. They don't know what leadership means. They don't know how to use that for good in a lot of cases. They don't know how to use that to benefit their teams. They've grown up hearing you're a leader. Or some students have grown up not feeling as if they're a leader, and they have great skills within themselves. And so I think our leadership programming, what's been neat for me to see, is really the students that step up that I would not have, if I had to pick them out of a crowd or just knowing a student body, it may not be the ones that I initially thought, but they've turned out to be really remarkable leaders on their teams, in our schools, and that will certainly just carry over into their life after Christ Church.